to break us your boy. Eye Echo Bank under Roma and waso yasne ama yede bro. Yasne ama
Promo atomema de somenyina ahaba eye promo kase so shene so se de ship house abeka junction e de ma no wo fiefie mu ubepie mu abe fonten time so UTV Ghana ye streaming live also so and on channel 360 e wo DSTV so ubetimi ahwe de free ho aseda kase enko majmedia na se dwumaku atoato so yi best point savings and loans ne best assurance for insurance wonsem ene osika wo kokra ho nsem nyina kodan best point e ho pen na ubenya asomdwe saso and this way chocolate drink we are number pa enti wunya wo ice na wo de so kakra gum ti this way na fa gum e mo fa ne penfo nyina e pepa you2 idated salt me your ba penti enchine papa metimi akamfo de ama so wudi a ubenya pomoden e ye you2 idated salt saso and special ice mineral water enso e ye nkwa enso e ma nkwa enu nti ma wonso a wonum nyina enye special ice mineral water kasie ensema hodo edimu akotene ebi ene abayi asase se oba befa kwanfoforo so kra na wode ape eye equipment a hospitals no ebe yusu anaso omudi bedi wo mo ejuma health minister ene di nsemi atudwa ewo kwawu nkwatie wo eastern region saso na nei oba bepie mu ewo eye ampa bina eno wo upper danger west ewo mfifi mantemu omanfo mo ho na sabre wo mo de ato aban anim se omo kg block bi e wo ho nom na yade a yejesi wo nom omunsi no munsi wieye na wo mo ejesi wurem afei soso no enyinam kanea electricity yade a ebi enni ho nom nti wo mo sesa aban ma me wo moa na wo ma wo mo soso ebi wei ene nsem kaye ka ho ene semufo aboabo no somfo abena cheibu achemede ba bedan wo se premo kase e wodon hwere entemu afei yemunra kase no emu abai ede atuja sasabre se ba no eye hospitals a wo mo eniem omudidi djuma apoto kase me ka no equipment a kwan foforo so na sabre omo ba befa ede apabi na abai na echiremu a enkane no nanka wonsha abai nankasa ene kokototo equipment no na ode edi wonmu djuma na so se die wo mo nam kwan foforo so kra ena wo mo ede ba bepe na health minister ede nsemi etudwa ewo nkwatia ewo kwawu east district ewo eastern region wo mo 23rd annual general meeting Ghana Medical Association for 23rd annual general meeting won wo kire mu se wo hwe se the equipment no mo fa so esi tono no a entimi engina ne na so sabre de wo mo ebie kwamu ama ankwankwa dwumakuofo mmom na supply wo mo equipment no omo wi na omo siesie se de be ya busumi bia ye betu omo kano makotia no omo benya fi National Health Insurance Authority for honom na omo betua aketia ne free.
Now what we have targeted is that as part of the free primary health care, we very soon we are going to retool all the primary health care facilities. Secondly, we have seen that dialysis, getting access to dialysis machines has also become a challenge. What government is doing is that we are outsourcing and doing what we call equipment placement. We have advertised it. 47 companies have applied. We are doing the shortlisting, and by the close of next week, we will conclude on which companies we will deal with. So we will divide the whole country into lots. To start with, we are going to start with the regional hospitals and the teaching hospitals. Truth be told, government buying equipment all the time is not sustainable. That is the gospel truth. And you know, in some cases, we have heard that the breakages we record in some of these health facilities are deliberate. Yes. If you sit at where I sit, you hear things. And so, for government to continue to distribute equipment, and then when it is faulty, government must bring money to come and fix them. When it is obsolete, government must come and replace them. Please, it is not sustainable.
This year's conference seeks to spotlight the escalating burden of non-communicable diseases, including cancers, and highlight the strategic role of the medical superintendent in delivering integrated and people-centered healthcare. Do we need any data to tell us that NCDs are on the rise? No. The gone too soon posters abound in our communities. Each and every one of us sitting here probably might have suffered one in our families, or at least our next door neighbors did. And by the time the full-blown effect of Galamsey arrives home, we will surely have a tsunami of NCDs to grapple with.
The best we can do is for them to get to know the reality of the service. And so we also say the council chairman should be the keynote speaker. Because we do believe, and I personally do believe, that when we know the in-depth of the issues, we can solve them ourselves. And medical superintendent group is the best group to do that. Because no Ghanaian, absolutely none, including myself, enjoy going to hospital unless it's really, really, really sick. I do not intend to pass any of these problems to my daughter or to my son to come and solve. We are going to tackle these problems together, and the time is now.
Sabre yekwa kopiemu ewo yensem choni Philippa Atanga hono mabusafo yenya nte se Sabre ye aban yi ne lawyer panyin attorney general wa drop charges a enkane National Signal Bureau wo mo epanyini entansa ye de ebo nipa miensa no kasa nsem no eho no eye NSB wo mo panyini ho ensensem nipa miensa ye third accused person no entansa ye de abo no wa drop ni nyina na yenkotie DNT na ama na yesa ono agi atomu se obedi adanse bi ede ama atani gye no enu nti ena sa aginesie no akoso ana Philippa Ultimenka memo ha eba premoka sie so
Abna Johnson
na wo te se ye wie
nyame adom wie me hoye
yo no kwese ye ra Mildred Donko atani gye no adrope ne charges no
yo Mildred Donko ono na samre Boahen du Boahen ye de du abo no na yere ene Mildred Donko ya ene ono so ya de na ye de du abo so ko ni ai ya ba yo fa no so cyber sense adia mangan it's kana papa Ure du Boahen yo na no ye director general ema
Philippa me so gina ye mame why no wa homa na ebu twetwe sisi me nsada nte wasem ni ye gina ye mame
Abna
aha
mbajo Ultimenka
afede metepa nti ye nkasa
na me ka se no de Donko awabo ni din onu ni nipa otoso miensa a eye Boahen du Boahen ni ne hunkani Angela J Boaten a idiom aba begina court eye aka high court se Oma kamutia bomo ema Ghana sika akwa kudi omo eye 49 million cedis no mo dey to cyber defense nyoma bia ebeboa ama Ghana ye mban bonsem na akwa enimu a sika no 49 million cedis kwa dubo for nature ababa abedi omo ho na Mildred Donko eye nipa otoso miensa ye de kwa edu na abona saa mei ono no de ne se eye company a eye Ure du Boahen kwa dubo for nsusu se o establish ye advantages solution ona no ye director or ye directors ne ba ko masa company no ama tika ye kasi ye de kwa akotototo sa cyber security ho nyoma no sa company na ye disika no ekokoshim ne ye de akwa akoto account na mo bank account na ade enti ono so no ka ho bi ne ye de omo aba court ne attorney general be di echiwe oba court ye Dr. Justice Chemsai eba court no say eye Ura Mildred Donko ya amode sa akwa edu na bono no omo pese ase omo yi ni free mu no okan ne sa nti na che say o say wa file notice of withdrawal na che say o bampo no aba ba ka che court ne say ni o ma yi ni asem no ono no kwadu no ma na mfa mo ni bi o mu yi na free mu
okay
na owura atachia a ono na wo twitwaji owura Boahen e ka che court ne say se eye attorney general che yo mo pese mo ye bibisa na nka wo se ye o mo file motion ana so mo de nkrata e be to court n'anim na otimuafo no esi court sa asem no hu gina ye enso otimuafo no anje anto otimuafo no asem ne se ana ni nhie mu ne se attorney general e no wotumi se obe twa obi abagina court e na ono anso se edu ba bi na ofio se nipa we nu nkwan se ye de ne kan asem no hu bi ma na se oyi na free mu a obetumi aye ne sa pepepe nti obema omo kwan ama ne omo pese omo ye no omo ye e na mpani ampa attorney general be de che se omoyi owura eye Mildred Donko efi asem ni mu enti sa me no de donko a ona na otoso miensa nipa otoso miensa e wo sa owura Boahen ni nsensem a koso e wa ka high court ana sesi ade ye yi na free mu na ye ni mu nso se anase aten so se atem ye ni ko ni mu ano no de donko asamre on ka asem no hu bi no obeye dansini ama eye kwadubofo na chese edu emra kwadubofo no esusu se wo se obegine mu no di adansia oba abedi adansia etia eye owura Boahen enti sa ma dia bia asem na kodu no a o ma fa nipa ototu mienu a odi adansia ama kwadubofo ni nti sa ma no gina adaka mu nenso asem no mu twinti no otimuafo na yese ye nsore so kakra na ye kakra be ye don hwere ba akubi ni asan aba na afide nipa ototu mienu odi adansia no ono so within a dance na mo me do don kono ma court ne ka say obetumi akono a wo pio ne lawyer wo mu pia akono na wo hwe n'anim a utumi say no obi a wo sugu ne yam enisio ne mmade nso hu say wo hwe n'anim a utumi say na wo su na bokoboko ne lawyer ene owura bi ka ne ho ene mu nyina epie fi court dem ho enti abna sa medie Boahen die no baby akosi no ni enim nso say ene eye gift your worry national service nsensem na court ghost name scandal bi na court no enim nso say ene ebeba so wa ka high court ha si ye nim time ebeba so de na emum si e wa ha de eba so a ye bebo abo ansem na no na ye de asom yetiefo
okay inti say de ahwefo nyina enhu ne say eye era Mildred Donko obedi adanse e de ama attorney general sa na ya te se obedi adanse ama attorney general sa pepe abna okay Philippa moni adwuma pa me da se pa nti mepemo no ye betim ka said ye wasi oh okay we support Philippa tanga na yete na manebo no ti said ye wasi ye de atudwa se eye National Service Authority omonso nsemo no wo mo de wonimbre ebe hyehyɛ so de nanso eduru ho no ma obami asoti zongo so mfa ne ndi echi de bi fimo bia mama hwefo so eho bi yeto akase no so so afọ hwe nwomashia ensem so onobo harina eduru so na sabri watu anamon kese bi pa efa ye mofra anase senior high schools no eho na ni nyina ene se wone Ghana National Council of Private Schools ene wone conference of heads of private secondary schools for edi omonsa ahye ntiase apam ase na ni nyina ene se de nei wonhwe senior high schools ye se binom ekono 3 months anase bia 1 month no ma ebafie na binom atoaso no sa potokase ye kan double track system no was said be ya eso ebechi anase omo betu ase kwanti na sabri wo mo ne ankrankra dwumakuofo anase ankrankra schools no private secondary schools no wo mo ne wo mo edita hye ntiase apam ase said be ya emofani bi ebe kɔ honom na eno na osofo hwe nwomashia nsem so asache mu se sa na montu anase ginesie ya wotu ni nyina se ye mofra no entete ye omoje wo secondary school so no ebe ye ne papemu na mofra no so etimi nya quality education.
Apart from honoring our campaign pledge, and we are bringing some excitement to some parents and some students. So government is committing to provide a stipend to support the transition of that category of students moving into private schools for this pilot inclusion of selected private schools in the provision of the free senior high school education. We've been able to place some 25,000. We appreciate all of you, and we're happy to commit to this memorandum of understanding, which will be binding on us in pursuit of our collective desire and partnership to expand access to free senior high school by candidates who qualified in the BEC exams of 2024. I should also add that along the line, I had to request NASIA to do an assessment of your readiness by way of quality standards. Some of the institutions will have to work to improve it, and some, as you rightly said, are more than ready to get this process running. If you are here today, it is for the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the Ministry of Education, represented by the Ghana Education Service, and the Ghana National Council of Private Schools, NACOPS, and a memorandum of understanding between the Ministry of Education and the Conference of Heads of Proprietors of Private Second Cycle Schools, CHOPS, as part of government efforts to end double track, for which we are convinced that it is affecting the quality delivery of secondary education. We are seeking this partnership. Government have costed it, and adequate budgetary provision will be made for this in the 2026 financial statement and budget statement of government. Now, Ministry of Education shall not pay tuition fees. That's part of the understanding. I should thank you for that general support to government. Ordinarily, you would have insisted rightly and justifiably that government should pay for tuition. And so momentarily, you are not for profit, but for the provision of the public good. And then trust me, those of you who impress government in the implementation of this will compensate you with some infrastructure intervention where necessary. We are convinced that you are worth supporting, because we cannot terminate the career and life of these young people simply because of government inability to provide for it. We have no excuse, but sometimes we only struggle here because of inadequate budgetary resources.
So Ghana Statistical Service GSS for Edin Simbi Ababe Tuja na Potoka Semono was a median edition of its monthly indicator of economic growth. The Trinity can MIEG. No, see we say ya be for quite fufro kra womo etimi ashisha. Bosomi bia wo mutimi hu se de esika sam no esiti etimi twa ho emfo nyini se ekọ enimu anase ekofom na wo se eye July 2025 na etwemu anase bosomi na etwemu no ye hwe esika sam no ni nyini mu a etimi apagya edu 4.5% wo hanchemu enan ne chipo enum.
Meg eyina ye release no chere July 2025 economic activities in the whole economy. Yakakaning na boma otumpon no nyini by 4.5%, meaning that economic activities expanded by 4.5%. In Tasha, it means that economic activities no are connected. But yet the compare last year Meg same period 2024 on no 8.3%. The same Meg, but last year. And therefore, even though economic performance will expand by 4.5%, July 2025, and momentum no way slow kakra because the compare last year no 8.3, but by all standards, 4.5 no. Otre the Ghana economy then you expand. Actually, July 2025, now use Meg now. Services will grow by 6.4%. Now, the compare last year services in 2024, 4.5. Naturally, services means my already expanded no, or yeah, much higher than same period last year. But apart from that, them overall growth of 4.5% for July, American 1.7. Services including the contribution to that growth, or yeah, by 58.4%, meaning that services really was the main driver or the most important driver in terms of the July 2025 growth. Secondly, Agric. Agric so July 2025. Yes, agric economic activities in agriculture sector one performance. Young day agric actually grew by 8%. Now then, at the compare last year, July 2024, agric grew by 2.4, meaning that the July 2024 agriculture performance has been very, very high. Make growth rate not the industry by only 0.1%. So even though that 0.1% economic expansion, meaning that be a better home, but also the compare last year same period 2024 no so because last year same period 2024 no 17.7. Now the major reason why our industry as industry's performance as measured by the MEG no we performed 0.1 oil and gas. Oil and gas activities we perform kakra. So that's what is explaining it. Now if you now say industry's contribution to the overall growth, industry contributed about 0.9%.
Sabre Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, and the Kokoboke Siama, and Crankrejume Womo Eye Enuane, and also mu produce Enuane. Say a bano Eduane Hua Betie. Eduane ejina na so nipa diko ne yemu a wonyare a eyade a wo mani di echiripa enti wo bibia wo bebu emra eda wo eduane se de si ye eduane so sempo wo be package ana so de begu can mu no wo hwe animu se woni ana wo bebu so no wo bekọ efiase emfie enan ekosi emfie edunum eso enu nti eye FDA e de sa kokoboi e ma wo bibia se wonmanye ahweye e ma nani nkọ enuane a wo mo eye ho sede be ya obebo omanfo eho ban na sabre ya worker say woni Food and Agriculture Organization FAO and United Nations FDA omunyina ka bomu a oman mu nyina wo momma adwumakuo bi te say adwumakuo nketoa adantamu ene akesefo a wo mo ye nuane wo mo entity efa sede obesi aye wo mo nuane wo ne papemu ama omanfo enya enuane so papa so edi no say sa hyehyeye we ana say ginesie we ya wasi no eye say omanfo nyina benya aduane a eho tie edi
Midday, FAO na Kambum na Food and Agricultural Organization, Agri-Organization of the UN, and I was so saying it is a Midday. The bottom said, I was say 1 year we year in Yanuhimano. It to me tete one could do pempe soa, obey to me who won was Sudie, Emra a chichere won. Ne akwenya wo e wo mrana se na wo betumi di wo dwuma enkofa ohawbia emre wo e wo se wo te ase se Food and Drugs Authority ye dwuma di ayedi no ne botan ne se amanfo benya aduane pa o ye krojin ase wodi a ahawbia enkoba ba ku bia me ne ka se wie no se o mi ni di abonten the only food me di abonten ye dokono na me say yes wodi dokono kura pe wa abonten ye abonten aduane obi ne ye ma e wo se me gimi se me ton brodo memeche enam na meton mi wo fufu na eton mi ye tom brown mi ye nsuo obi e betumi agye di se dia meye no eye se me no mo a enkofa ho bi amre mi di se duane na menya apomuden ho insem bia just say ebe hardware. That is the level of trust we want to build, and you can only build this trust say what your friend of good manufacturing practices would di a home share so year a far with raw materials. I would be aduane a fanipa wo ye aduane no ho baby wo ye aduane or dying and emu in the market nkiti bia ye hwe kwan se ni nyina be ko na say ni nyina wo ho a e boa ma odwumedi a wudi no e be ko so yie se wotumi ye ne sa pepepe dia and ye na say mra no wudi so na wudi mra no so a e boa wo ankasa wonni FDA ni intervention bia. We use raw materials, I would eat and raw materials I expire. I didn't know so the so bombardier the raw materials I expire and then I just say, we trim upon the say, would you wouldn't drink a month for a pomote. Until she share anyway, and I say, in case I knew dinner. Your mamma here, a short train, a horse mouse say, what form Rana was so a betting, quite a bit 5 was so. Secobana say, I do cook prison. In Fedu do could be a film friend go see in Fedunum, 4 to 15 years imprisonment, and you will suffer if you are found to have done something that is contrary to the provisions of the law.
Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, ano Brigadier General Paul Seidu Tenye Kulono, and Asabi or the Atso customers in Yenim Sewosre, about one customer service center na, one more pejemu ye panty, one more person, almost some customers ye and unti, wa wu pese, wonya, one more services in Yenawosre. Munani mweni enchire honum na monkono muntimi ensomu yie pa wosi e no ejina honum sede ye beya wo mo customers no wo mo apagemu na wo masom wo mo nso sompa enti na wo mayesa customer service centers no enti wo mo emfa ho din semi nyina to dwabra na wodi eye customer service week celebration.
In alignment with His Excellency's recent agenda for the nation and the 24-hour economy, we have intensified our operational efficiency. The introduction of the 24-hour port operations, together with the acquisition of vehicles and then equipment, is already enhancing our turnaround time and productivity. To further strengthen our engagement, I wish to state that GPHA now has a customer service center that has been established with a direct line so that it can serve our cherished customers, and try as much as possible and take advantage of it. If you have any problems, instead of coming here, just call, your issues be addressed. 030-321-9120. We will provide single responsive platform for all your inquiries, concerns and feedback. To celebrate this week, Customer Week, let us remember that at GPHA, customer service is not an event, it's a culture. It is reflected in how we respond, how we solve problems, and how we innovate. Each interaction with our customer is an opportunity to do better and to make the mission possible.
In our system, we consider our customers as the lifeblood of our business. Without shipping lines, without importers and exporters, without the clearing agents, without customs, we cannot have a port. And so we recognize that our customers are the most important clientele group that we have. For our staff, we continue to encourage you to work very hard to serve our customers better. We seek for efficiency. We seek to work to the delight of our customers to make sure that they are happy when they leave our terminals. We have a lot of issues to deal with as far as customers are concerned. Container evacuation, container deliveries and all that. Our equipment service delivery, we are improving day in, day out, and the customers can bear with us. That's it's a continuous thing, and we'll continue to improve and excel. We want to serve our customers better, and all staff should be on board.
For special, you know, juma boom, ye protocols, binuma yitumidi ye nyoman tentemo. Antia no mo ewa yon confakes ye pantene ye babishia ye say ye ba abebo omu abaso no mo customers no mo workers so ya bo mo abaso na oko processing company workers so a omo ho me bo mo abaso ne aduma po ma ye dia bo ye customers ewo oko processing ne ye ka won ye distributors ewo Ghana nyina all the 16 regions no any district nyina Ghana for omu use a product so if mu nyina no ye the cow so mu ye the key part, the most important part of our business.
Health Facilities Regulatory Agency Trinity Akane Hifra and Asabre we PM Asante Mantemu KMA omu clinica ewo ho no mu a wo mu so obi kwaje license e wo DVLA wo mu na hwe wo mu ani ehu seneni no eye a obetimi akita ehyen atwi ana enye so okoje aweniwa saa wo mu center na ewo aboabo eno sabre ye kasei wo matum enye no nko apomudia so ye bi no mo eka ho ye makomako edunsia ni nyina ka ho na sabre wo matotum se Womu enni tumi krata ese omudi omujuma omudi enunti enomatum.
Empanyinfo Moda Health Facilities Regulatory Agency HEFRA womo edaso wo mase ewa santemantema womo bo apro ekomansini ahodo ehwe ayaresabia ahodo a womo ye adwuma na nso so mmrakwa mu no womo ni tumi krata se ewo se womo etimi ye adwuma eda etoso mienu ewo ma problem no ayaresabia ahodo a amanfo koho ekwaje apomuden anasa amanfo nim se ho ena womo eye ayaresa adwuma no beye edu ensia ena womo etutuma womo kire se womo ni tumi krata se ewo se omotimi ye adwuma emra probo no ba awie no youth nsem trefo ene director edema compliance and enforcement ewo HEFRA eye famdi Mr. Ajmain Bedu atwetwe nkoma ma wo kirechire mu fa so a omodi sa adwuma yi ewo Asante Mantema.
Emra Edie Baye Act 829 of 2011, the Health Institutions and Facilities Act, and Sana provided health services in Ghana Hano. We have HEFRA license. This is our maternity home, so our clinic, so our lab, so our hospital, so our ultrasound facility, and any other health facility. No, yeah, Emra Edie Baye and say we need license. Next, our status our year Juma a offense. Emra Krona say. So our license import now cause of the year Juma a offense. Mrakro na say. So our license import na equipment a woman ya mama inspector ma won't be news. Na the enti among we KMA clinic ne say KMA clinic ya buy clinic ono so ma ayarehwe e wo Kumasi. Na yen records kire say facilities o mo have license no enka ho. The nurse e beto a o mo ne bebuso o mo the enti a o mo ne have license o mo hwe enipa wo ayarehwe kwan so. Enti yeso ye ba no obi antimi ankire so mo license bi enu nti no na ese ye tum e ma o mo so edi mmra so se de ye mmra no se obi a betimi ansa na betimi ahwe obi wo Ghana e wa ayarehwe mu no ese unya license e free reference an wa ye adwuma ye ba Kumasi anasa Ashanti region e free no abeka sabre no ye timi akọ 20 facilities emu du nwotwe any HEFRA license and normal license ewu sa edu nwotwe ne yatum mienu de ekoduro no na omo a license no enwo adwuma no maduru animu a akakakra bi no omo nsa akanti no it wouldn't have been fair to close them down, but 18 no de obuwa won see office da obuwa ne license wu ye no onye nyadun so beba abaye obi so ono mu a ubetimi aduro na ho tantantan enti sa ne ma no ti ana eba ya ebe ye ho adwuma.
Driver and Licensing Authority DVLA na sabre wodi atudwa say ye more ensembia ekoso entungu se so obepi mo DVLA ye tuetia na so manfo tuetia sika bia omoma ye tua enam emra kwan so ne no wo gire mu aka se sika bia woje wo DVLA no emra etechire na ni nyina na ya no yi ano wode ema domkum e wo mra hye badwam nsem bi omode betu dwa se ukopie mu DVLA a wo ma wo manfo tue sika bia enam emra kwan so eno na nam so ema CEO a woda DVLA no eye Owura Julius ni kwe kote woni nsemchofo ye nhyiemu eno wode tu dwa se dwumadi a DVLA edie bia no omonam Ghana mamra so ena wo mo edeye etisike bi omugie bia na emra ne techire eye mra kwan so esanse se wo hye eye sika wo mo egigye na wo mo egina eye miscellaneous provisions regulations 2023 eno LI 2481 enhyehyeye bia na se eye institution aban dwumakuo bia ukopie mu ha wutue sika na eye sa mamrai ena mo mo kwan e techire ema wutimi gye se sika na tisika bi omugie bia Ghana mamra no etechire eye mra kwan so.
It's only happened that as I asked the directors, they were of the view that yes, some level of education was done. And I still didn't feel that this is a new administration. Let us also follow the process. So let's do education first. Then from education, we move on to the field. So I mean, it is. I don't know where that information is coming from. No one from anywhere has called me that I should put it on hold because no pressure from me. It's just that it's always good to educate people before you implement any law. But the law has been there. It's been implemented from 2012. And from 2012, charges have been made to people. Just that we came into office and we made the process more efficient and effective. Because when we came into office, we had only 6 compliance officers that were doing this. And we said, no, there is no level of efficiency. So now let's involve more compliance officers. We've just mechanized them. That is all. There is no pressure from anywhere. And we are going to train them well, equip them with the law. Then we'll put them back on the street. It is never illegal. We have the law here. It is never illegal. So this is just a platform to inform minority in parliament that if it's illegal, how come when MPP was in power, they did this process for 8 years. You've done something for 8 years. You are in opposition for 10 months, and you are saying what you did for 8 years is illegal. I mean, how? Where from this? So for 8 years, they were practicing what is illegal, because we only came to continue what they were doing. So it can never be illegal. If it's illegal, they should hold themselves responsible.
Upper Danger East Municipal Director, Emma National Disaster Management Organization, Yechanitia Ekan Nadmo, Eye Orura Lawson, Awanga, Enasabi, Wade Kokobokesiye, Ako Ediama, Wobibia, Naso one in municipality say. Womwa, Womusisi Dine Esi Ensuo, Enambia, Anase Ensuo Hope, no Akosi Densino, Budikambubu, and San Wababeto, was 1 penny, Emobia, Enyesa.
Minia, what's on a more Diana Mujapadi along the river bodies, no? This says, you see, no, menam or fenano every day, Ubesha, and we say, soon a pija, a basso. Tiwauni, a bar, a behaving, wow, things you are not piano. Be prepared to say, Bia. And she not to be brave, a year out me baby alpha. As at now, no, we don't have specific place for it. Be I'm sure be true at the overcop. Sometimes we collaborate with the DES. Sometimes we get some of the classroom for them. But as at now, no, schools and so be your name the ABC until we are not be a prepare since you never obey me and baby alpha. There's also no say problem was say amount for media as so and so now. And I mean say on any bien where always class as I could do if you know or better be account. Then if Panancasa add a nepe a push I could do which is the buffer. Dear so Obia or ye Japadia Ben Bafano. On make it so say you should stop. Put hole on it. My sati actually one we see guy. I won't show no. You are obetro. No, I just wanna to. Sooner backra on your baby fry so far of you. Yes, sir. The enemy institution say, be sometimes we will cover being a chichasa, so no rough. We see a 1 year baby on fat. Can be a matomedy, say, wants to tell me, say, a quite be now. Let's come to consensus. Oh, that's Yana Bebre. Chowdy and a crack. Let me try.
Talk as so we a community watch e potapotamo ensem na ye kwakopie mu e wo ampa bina eno eye omanfo omo ho no wo Upper Danger West Impesua so e wo mfimfim mantemu e na sabere wo monsa dansa ye mu e charge wo pa ban che wo se wo mu KG classroom blocker e wo ho no mu a wo hyase na wo si e wo na dan kwakufu ado na ban abreso ban dada na etwemu no e ade a wansi enwie sabere aka ho no mu afen so no manfo ni bi e wo e krom ho no mu a wo makosisi adan ho no mu wo fe ho new site e ade o mo so no nyinam kane ebi enuru ho no mu wo sere se aban mra meye wo mo emwa na wonsi e KG block ne enwie sanse wo mana wo mo keji no munya baabi entene no nti na wo pachew epesa aban emeye wo mo afi nso no wo mo a wo mo ni sa nyinam kane enru wo mo site ho no mo fa kwan bi so na efie bi eben wo mo no mo pese wo mo betwe bi e de efre no so enye ne papa so afi wo mo maternity ward wo mo eni bi enti wo sese ankronkro adwumakuo wo mo ka bi wo mo eni aban emeye wo mo emwa sei en wo kirem
and say high chip compound as yenya maternity wa ha said ye be ya yem ma no omo fafura omo ntwa kwa tenten enko baabi enko pe ayalesa wo ho san say obi tra moto so na ye kwa ne nye poso etimi ma so wanyem kura etimi sai na kuremu asiesie ne niam bi wo ho a ende ese ye ne ane kwato ye ho so bet eduru baabi na wo ye na se abampanyimfo ensanimu a wo ya na omo ne wo ekeke niam bi a ensem fata sanse baabi wo pese yi street etoto na ka etimi wurawura ntem di anwea ne obi sini da etimi di anwea koma no na se light nso problem bi ba baabi a se ba se frɛ fire omatimi anya baabi afa akɔ abla o haw bi ama no woko yi street na nipa na bi a wadua na de bi o ho kakra nti no na asɛm no so o ma wonye o ma won fa kwan ne nto ha o ma wonye sei se abampanyimfo de o hudim boaye ne a ye ya na am yenso anya hoɔden
that project I we chia ye kan ho asemi eye KG edan a abandada na etwam no e sha ase se oye e de aboa school e am pa na betena se die basic school san so ba school no a enkwada tete fom tete nuase na yesu ade tete ni KG fo no ya ban sha ase se oye no kofi anto ata na ya ban no e di free so na aban foforo ba yi na wo ka say DC wotu na mo ne mpani fo aba behwe said the project no isi eko na in fact sa project we ankasa no ye kana bosse a ye koda project enti koda no so no koye nsem bebiri wa abadada ne mu nti afi na ye the proposal akofi DC ya waba a no so tu na na mo aba behwe na ogusu tronkrata e de akọ regional office se be ya assembly na ewo mansin no ebetimi e de ne nsaka sanse I will be contract 1-2 na mo na don sabeka judgment debt eno so ba ya asem eno na sebi ama eda so atwetwe ho no na ye koto asra ban tisiru ni aban otisui se omomoden a na nikata asem bi eso ye oho bia na utumi beto aso wi ma mofra no o mewie empama ye ni bejon
enti wo hwa efi ni school ni but extension ni ha light extension ye nti ama wo pese onya light a unless I would prefer to be fee. It is only one no son and advance a tear. And the ever can say a rade ya do mamma penny for them. Now, mamma, who's and also my standing light about this particular area, sir. I cannot do any pet here in Amia, you, woman, every free in the so. Papa, ye bread, because soon to me, Osha, you make provisions, but you need. Yenya fa computers kra no enya engo because of lighting system no and this rade ya doma bibia ye in order because osha ya sha say you make some provisions e betimi the computer lab ni na buy in area but lighting nti okofa computers never kra you can't use them.
Area de so ma oguso wa hwe premo kase ye home so ajabo afon kratso yakoba David Oforisafo bongo di faro de agudie mu nsam so beto so nkọ bebe be basese